Delirium, murmured the monk, shaking his head. The executioner opened his eyes, turned toward the young man and grasped his arm. Delirium, he repeated, delirium, do you say? Oh, no, I remember too well. It was evening I had thrown the body into the river, and those words which my remorse repeats to me are those which I in my pride pronounced, after being the instrument of human justice I aspired to be that of the justice of God. But let me see. How was it done? Speak, said the monk. It was at night. A man came to me and showed me an order, and I followed him. 4 other noblemen awaited me. They led me away masked. I reserved the right of refusing if the office they required of me should seem unjust. We travelled 5 or 6 leagues, serious, silent, and almost without speaking. At length, through the window of a little hut, they showed me a woman sitting, leaning on a table, and said, "There is the person to be executed." "Horrible," said the monk. "And you obeyed." "Father, that woman was a monster. It was said that she had poisoned her second husband. She had tried to assassinate her brother-in-law. She had just poisoned a young woman who was her rival. And before leaving England she had, it was believed, caused the favourite of the king to be murdered." "Buckingham?" cried the monk. "Yes, Buckingham. The woman was English. Then, no, she was French, but she had married in England." The monk turned pale, wiped his brow, and went and bolted the door. The executioner thought that he had abandoned him, and fell back, groaning, upon his bed. "No, no, I am here," said the monk, quickly coming back to him. "Go on. Who were those men?" "One of them was a foreigner, English. I think the 4 others were French and wore the uniform of musketeers. Their names?" asked the monk. "I don't know them, but the 4 other noblemen called the Englishmen my lord." "Was the woman handsome, young and beautiful?" "Oh, yes, especially beautiful. I see her now, as on her knees at my feet, with her head thrown back. She begged for life. I have never understood how I could have laid low a head so beautiful, with a face so pale." The monk seemed agitated by a strange emotion. He trembled all over. He seemed eager to put a question which yet he dared not ask. At length, with a violent effort at self-control, "The name of that woman," he said. "I don't know what it was. As I have said, she was twice married, once in France, the second time in England. She was young, you say 25 years old, beautiful, ravishingly, blonde, yes, abundance of hair falling over her shoulders, yes, eyes of an admirable expression, when she chose. Oh, yes, it is she, a voice of strange sweetness. How do you know it?" The executioner raised himself on his elbow, and gazed with a frightened air at the monk, who became livid. "And you killed her?" the monk exclaimed. "You were the tool of those cowards who dared not kill her themselves. You had no pity for that youthfulness, that beauty, that weakness. You killed that woman. Alas! I have already told you, father, that woman, under that angelic appearance, had an infernal soul, and when I saw her, when I recalled all the evil she had done to me, to you, what could she have done to you? Come, tell me. She had seduced and ruined my brother, a priest she had fled with him from her convent, with your brother. Yes, my brother was her first lover, and she caused his death. Oh, father, do not look in that way at me. Oh, I am guilty. Then you will not pardon me." Monk recovered his usual expression. "Yes, yes," he said, "I will pardon you if you tell me all." "Oh," cried the executioner, "all, all, all. Answer, then. If she seduced your brother, you said she seduced him. Did you not?" "Yes." "If she caused his death, you said that she caused his death." "Yes," repeated the executioner. "Then you must know what her name was as a young girl." "Oh, mon Dieu!" cried the executioner, "I think I am dying. Absolution, Father, absolution. Tell me her name, and I will give it." "Her name was my God. Have pity on me," murmured the executioner, and he fell back on the bed, pale, trembling, and apparently about to die. "Her name," repeated the monk, bending over him as if to tear from him the name if he would not utter it. "Her name. Speak, or no absolution.